Nigerians are currently dragging the first lady of the country because she gave out 50,000 naira grants to women and suggested that they start small scale businesses like frying of akara and roasting of corn. Your Excellency, ma, I know that you are most likely in Asoro wondering why you are being dragged. I'm going to tell you why. But before then, let me tell you about Mama Osas. You see, 10 to 15 years ago, I schooled in the University of Benin and I stayed in Ekosodi for 5 good years. While in school, it was really tough. You know now, student life. But there was something that was almost always certain. The fact that I would always get bread and akara from Mama Osas every single evening while heading to night class. With 100 naira, I could get bread, 70 naira, and get like maybe 1 or 2 akara with the change. I remember looking at Mama Osas. She and her children struggling, trying to fry the akara, trying to settle the beaming crowd. I think at some point I started pitying her. Chai, this woman is suffering. Color me surprised when I was told that she had used that business to build a house in Benin City there. I think it was at that point that I stopped looking down on small-scale business owners. However, Your Excellency, that was 10-15 years ago, when 50,000 naira was enough to start and sustain a business in Nigeria. Unfortunately for most Nigerian women, we might never have another Madam Osas who can comfortably build a house, train her children using akara business. It's not sustainable. The economy isn't as pleasant as it used to be before. So that grant you gave them, it would only be used for feeding for max 1 week, and that's the end. Your Excellency, ma, I don't know if you understand that you are the number 2 citizen in Nigeria. You represent more than 50% of the population, that is the women of Nigeria. Your Excellency, ma, when you speak, when you dress, when you walk, the whole world is not seeing Madam Remi Tinubu doing all of this. They are seeing Nigerian women. So they are seeing Nigerian women talking through you. When they see your fashion, they say, oh, this is how a Nigerian woman dresses. When they hear you speak, they say, oh, this is how a Nigerian woman speaks. You are carrying the entire women population on your shoulders. You are our representative. And that is why you need to be careful about the kind of things you say. Giving out 50,000 naira grants to women to start akara business is retrogressive. It is backward. Are there people in the society that need those funds, that can start those businesses? Of course. But Madam First Lady, that should not be your focus. If you hang on to low effort projects like this without any structure, what do you not expect your women leaders to do? What kind of projects do you not expect them to do? The ones in the local government, the woman leader of Akoko Northeast, what do you want her to do if you are giving 50,000 naira to women to go and start akara? Those are low-hanging projects that do not necessarily do anything for the GDP or project our women in the global light, which is where your focus should be. Your Excellency, ma, I don't know if you know, but we have Nigerian women at the helm of affairs in fintech companies. We have Nigerian women who are heads of banks. We have Nigerian women in oil and gas. Women in fashion industry. Nigerian fashion is currently taking over right now. Our fashion has become an export. Just the way we used to export cocoa and ginger at some point, Nigerian fashion has become an export. Your Excellency, ma, that is where your focus should be. Would expect you become accessible to these women who have already carved a niche for themselves and support them. The reason why we are craving for women inclusion in politics and decision-making tables is so that we can have leverages. Incentives should be given to women in businesses, in women who are already doing well. It is not something out of ordinary. If you host a conference for women in business in Lagos, in Abuja, have a roundtable discussion with them. Understand where their pain points are. Look at how you can help them. Because yes, your office is not constitutional, but we know how much power you have. We know what you can do with just a phone call. You gave 1 billion to cancer patients. You gave 2 billion to high blood pressure patients. How do you know that that money is going to reach them? It's not about throwing money up and down. That is not the solution to problems in Nigeria. Nigeria has a structure problem. We do not have structures, we do not have systems to even spend money giving. So if you throw your money at places where there's no structure, it's just going to land in the pockets of just a few. Your Excellency, ma, empowering the girl child, empowering women in the country is not rocket science. There are simple things that you can do that just produces results in 6 months to 1 year. At this point, where Nigerian women are making a lot of waves. You should not in any way be talking about akara business. It's a slap to our faces. Your Excellency, ma'am, you will need to come out of the bubble you are currently living in and face the current reality of the world. Women are making big moves, and Nigerian women are not lazy. They are not lagging behind. They do not want to do small things. They want to do numbers. They want to play in the global field. This is where you come in. You are our representative. You are the one that will speak for us. You are a strong and you're a powerful woman. Your focus should be how more women will contribute to the GDP of the economy. That should be your focus. When you begin to focus on this aspect, you will not think of akara and corn businesses. Let your women leaders, let the commissioners of states, let the local government chairman wives, let them handle those aspects, because there are still people who need to fry akara to survive. Let them handle that aspect while you handle how Nigerian women will be pushed positively in the global light. Your Excellency, ma'am, I hope you understand where I'm coming from and understand that constructive criticism is a way to grow and better ourselves. You've never been the First Lady of Nigeria before, so we understand that mistakes can happen. When mistakes happen, it's good that you learn from it and maybe retrace your steps. We expect that you do better. Thank you very much and have a lovely Sunday. Ngwanu, bye.